Now, straight from the source, here's gameplay director Mike Wang. I know you want to learn more about NBA 2K22, so here to talk about it is the source himself, gameplay director Mike Wang. Welcome again to 2K TV. Always a pleasure having you on.
It's a great pleasure being.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Mannion. Tatum out there with John Collins. Then it's Paul George, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. And for New York, Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now, here's Collins. Has to be Bitadze. He kicks it to Collins. 5 on the clock. Tatum trying to break free, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Irving. Five to shoot. Defended by George. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now, here's George. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis. Collins kicks to George. A three-pointer off the mark. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Grizzlies. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Floats one, and good that time.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Outside Irving. target with the open look.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now, here's Collins. He had 13 points in the win against Memphis.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Tatum's shot is off.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Defended by George. "13 feet away, and Tatum pulls it down."
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look. Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Tatum after New York gets the 3.
Then how about the mindset of Tatum? Even when the D is in his grill, he somehow finds a way to get shots up and over them.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Tatum passes to Collins. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Defended by George. Jovic. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. George passes to be Johnson. Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. That's tipped, and they get it back. Defended by George. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Shoots. New York, no good that time either. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Hanging the pass to George. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for New York. Johnson against Tatum. Down low, Jovic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Shooting 2.
first one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about which player was the biggest challenge tonight, and he quickly noted it was Jason Tatum. Coach said any clean look from outside, and he'll drop it in. Mid-range, 3, it doesn't matter. Getting a hand in his face is a must-do for us. So Tatum can't be allowed to slip away this time. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Passes it to Mannion. Kicks it to Collins. Here's Bitadze. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Mannion. Covered by Irving. The Knicks with the lead. Ball stolen. Left side, George. Pass to Mannion. Back to Tatum. Lob pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Johnson inside. Tatum on him. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. New York shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Pritchard passes to Beverly. And stolen by Dunn. And here is Tatum. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Memphis.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Over Hayward. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
New York moving the ball around. Here's Pritchard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lets it go from 14. Second chance effort. Hayward can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. His last 10 games, averaging about 4 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now here's Beverly after Gordon Hayward's miss. Now here's Beverly. Done with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
McBride. It's hauled in by Beverly. New York trailing. Outside Crowder. Now Beverly. Trying to get something going. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Shooting 2. The first free throw is good.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good from Beverly. Done with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Tatum. Lopez against Henson. Back to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Detroit, no good that time either. New York comes into this following a loss to Chicago. And the pass to Lopez. Here's Pritchard. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Hayward outside. Over Tatum. Hayward can't hit.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Ring shot on the way, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Knicks shooting just 26% early. Hayward outside. Pass to Beverly. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. And Henson sends it back.
Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Beverly. Knocks it loose. And here is Dunn. McBride, defended by Beverly. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Hayward, left side. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Fade away. The shot missing. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Detroit. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back right after this. We welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here is Hayward. No points in the game yet for him. Jay Crowder out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's Hayward, and it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard. They're the group New York will start the second with.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Here's Henson. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, here's Tatum. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Tatum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Henson. Tips it, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Beverly deciding where to go with it, and stolen by Payne. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass for Lopez. And here's Crowder. The pass to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hayward. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Pass to Lopez. Hayward against Tatum. Hayward can hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Well, you can do a couple things with turnovers. They committed too many, and then they didn't force enough. So a tough go in that category.
Now here's Lopez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And on the way from Irving for 3.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Passes it to Collins. Bobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Collins against Irving. Kicks it out to Johnson. On deep. Tries to save it. The shot comes out. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's George. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And New York making a change here. Outside Irving. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Irving missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Out to Payne. Here's Bitadze. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. They need this. It's deflected. Now here's Mannion. He trains the quick shot. Mannion's got 4 points this quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Jovic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And that one's good, George.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Knicks trail by 17. Outside Irving.
Pick coming.
The tray. Rebounded by the Pistons. Collins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Collins. 17-point lead, their biggest. Payne's shot is good.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Knicks. For 3. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Looking to end the run. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to George, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Irving against Collins. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 5.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
The pass to Mannion. Another 3 for Detroit.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
New York's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice mid-range, Jay. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
George looking over the floor. Out to the right wing. Collins passes to Mannion. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Detroit making a switch here. From the inbound, misses off the left iron.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Irving up top. Collins trying to break free. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound. Collins with some nice D. Pistons leading by 18. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Mannion. Connects from three-point range. Mannion's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pistons. New York shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. McBride lays it in off the breakaway.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
So it's the Pistons now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. 1:58 left in the first half. Has to be Tadze. Jacks up a 3. Mannion's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
New York moving it around. Will not go. Still looking for his shooting rhythm as he misses his 7th shot of 10. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Both teams will make substitutions. Well, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Irving, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Tatum, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
To end the cold streak, passes to Crowder. 1:09 Here's Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3-ball bangs home the trifecta. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Tatum for 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Thibodeau. Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
Well, they're going every time, and we got to put a body on people. Then go get it.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
The shots are not dropping for them, and now they're in a big hole. They got to be talking about a way to get good shots. Their shot selection, not at all what it needed to be.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Knicks shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Collins. Paul George is out there with Mannion. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Bitadze in at center. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Pistons leading by 22. To the paint. And he jams it with authority.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now Irving. Jovic. He's guarded by Collins. Collins grabs the miss.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Mannion. Knicks with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Bitadze. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Johnson outside. Irving for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for him.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Outside Collins. Here's Bitadze. Yep, it counts. Bitadze's got 4 this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Irving. New York moving it around. Johnson outside. There's the pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Irving's got 9 points. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Tatum. They get a hand on it. He can't get that one to fall. And New York the other way now. Here's Irving. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Collins. Shoots it up. The offensive rebound. Bitadze with the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Johnson. A floater. Got a piece of it. Outside, George. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Had the space there, but it's offline. Dishes to Irving. Over Tatum. Irving can't get it to go.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Pistons shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. The Knicks making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Cameron Payne's checked in for Detroit.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That free throw good from George. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Tatum kicks to Collins. Pass to Payne. Fires for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Bitadze can't hit. The dish to Irving. From about 16. Good on the shot. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Passes it to Payne. Back to George. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. No good that time. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, it's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding the hot streak now.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. For New York, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Lopez, he's checked in for the Knicks. Crowder comes in for Johnson. And then for Detroit, John Henson comes in for Goga Bitadze. And Chris Dunn subbed in for George.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Now here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Lays it up off the glass. Payne's got 7 points in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Irving against Collins. That one good for 2.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
Payne passes to Henson. He dishes it to Tatum. And stolen by Irving. Over to the wing. Jovic hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Payne with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Collins. Over Beverly. No good on the fadeaway. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now the pass to Crowder. Jovic, he's guarded by Collins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Collins. For New York, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. And here is Dunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Collins. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Lopez. Jovic. No good from outside. Detroit leading by 23. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Gordon Hayward's checked in for New York. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for New York. Here's Pritchard. And he makes good on the layup. Pritchard's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Dunn kicks to Collins. Here's Henson. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. McBride. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Crowder. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Hayward. 6 on the shot clock.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lopez covering. Kicks it out to Collins. To the inside. Fades. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
In the corner, it's Hayward. And there's the pass to Pritchard. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Pistons. Henson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McBride, defended by Crowder. They get it back. Lopez with the block, and he gets it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. The Pistons shooting their 7th free throw attempt.
One shot.
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Pistons shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to Henson. Defended by Hayward. The shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Now, here's Hayward. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The shot's good. Hayward's got 6.
Just picture perfect form on that jumper. Hayward's just so fundamentally strong.
Done outside. To the middle. It's deflected. Crowder with the steal. Now here's Beverly. He kicks it to Crowder. Passes it to Hayward. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Pistons. Done outside. Tipped away. Hayward looking over the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half. Getting away from the three-point shot.
Fires the three. Good on the triple.
And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Crowder finds Lopez. Hayward against Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
For New York, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one drops.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the three ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
Detroit making a switch here. Mannion's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. To Collins, shoots over Crowder, and he overshot that one, missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Make sure we're talking on defense. Make sure we're talking, everyone get down. We got to be more active. We got to make some hustle plays. Trace the ball, read the ball, move on the fly to the ball. Everybody talk. We need some hustle plays.
Wanting his guys, clearly the message here, to be more aggressive.
And demanding that they be better in every area of the game right now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Bledsoe, Hayward out there with Robinson. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Hayward. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Knocks down the three ball.
Zero hesitation. I mean, zero. Bledsoe with a quick release that time.
Waiters dishes to Henson. Outside Jackson. The pass to Waiters. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Waiters got his first 3 points of the game. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Hayward. Fires the 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Waiters, stolen by Bledsoe. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Bledsoe's got the ball, and the jam by Bledsoe.
And how about the quickness of Bledsoe? Excels at leaking out and scoring off the fast break situation.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Mills has got his first points of the game.
I like the decision there from Patty, but then he generally makes great choices. That's why he's in the rotation.
New York moving it around. Bledsoe looking around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
First free throw is good.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Bledsoe hits them both. Now Payne. Outside Tatum. Back to Payne. Passes it to Bitadze. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Collins. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. In the corner, Irving with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. From the high post, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Outside Tatum. From the arc. Pistons keep it alive. And it's blocked. For the 3. Kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's George. It's on target from the high post.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Defended by George. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here's Tatum for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
Now here's Johnson. Kicks it to Irving. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Payne looking around. Bounce pass, Collins. Bitadze controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And that one, good.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Inside, Tatum, and he lays it straight in. 15 points for Jason Tatum.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board. He's guarded by Collins. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Here's Bitadze. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and the Pistons making a change here. Mannion's checked in. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Defended by George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. And here is Mannion. Pass to Bitadze. The pass to Mannion. George finds Collins. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
John Collins continuing to show that he's willing to work on that 3-point range.
Now here's Johnson. Jovic guarded by Tatum. Banked in off the glass.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Here's Mannion. Outside Tatum. High post shot.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Outside Irving.
Come to me, come to me. Watch the pick.
Clock at 6. Count that one. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Tatum's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now here's Mannion. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Mannion the pass to Collins. Here's Bitadze. Back to Collins. The Pistons working the ball around now. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now here is Irving. T right on him. He's guarded by Collins. Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Back to Irving. Shoots over Mannion. New York, no good that time either. The Pistons shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Pass to George. The kick out to Tatum. Now here's Mannion. Defense is right there. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. New York's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Back to Johnson. And on the way from Irving for three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Pistons leading by 23. Tatum with it. Outside, George. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here is Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The Pistons shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Tatum on the wing. Tatum draws the double. Outside Collins. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Outside Irving. Johnson outside. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. A rebound by Bitadze. Detroit's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins.
Series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for John Collins.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Now here is George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving, good.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Now here's Mannion. Covered by Irving. Now here's Mannion. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.